Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Richard's Roundup. My name's John Head and I'm Richard's sound engineer and editor. What you're about to hear is part two of a two-part interview conducted by Richard with Mr. Andy Lester, who's organising the second annual Day of the Blues. This event is taking place at the Astor Theatre in Deal on Saturday the 14th of October. Take it away, Richard.
Before we continue going down some of the other artists that are appearing, as far as the actual material is concerned, are they using a lot of new stuff, or will people also be able to hear the older stuff, the big hits of the past?
Oh yeah, I mean all these bands do kind of classic stuff, Hoochie Coochie Man, that kind of thing. You'll hear a lot of classic blues as well as their own stuff.
Yeah.
But the great thing is, in many ways, you won't know where the transition is because their own stuff is of such high quality that it's sensational. Certainly, Robin, all the people like Robin Beebe, Lisa Mann, all of them, all their albums that they've currently released, they're all on the kind of Billboard top 100 blues in the UK and things like that, and they're all in the top 10. So these are serious players that we're all getting together for one day, which is brilliant.
Next one I've got on the list is Catfish dash Matt Long.
Yeah, well, Matt Long he's only a young guitar player. I think he's about 22 or 23 years old, and he's just unbelievable. It's like, I'd imagine it's a bit like coming across like Peter Green in 66, 68. It seems that he's at that embryonic stage when you see him, and I'm being a guitar player myself and struggled to try and get to a reasonable level over the years. When I saw him, I thought he's got everything in his armoury, as it were. So he's absolutely superb, and they're a brilliant band. They got a new album out at the moment called Broken Man, which is again doing very, very well. But they're one of the top live blues acts in the country. Anyone who's seen Catfish will know exactly what I mean.
Okay, and the next one, which doesn't really describe me quite, King Size Slim.
Well, King Size Slim, he doesn't describe me either, I must admit. I wish it did.
Just so listeners know, I'm quite tall, but slightly on the fat side.
Oh, dear, that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I share the same boat with you.
I interrupted you.
Yeah, King Size Slim is fantastic. He's the guy that played in the bar again last year. But he really is an absolute blues machine. If everyone's ever seen him, you can't believe the sound that comes out of one guy and one dobro guitar. He's just sensational.
And where does he originate from? Where's he from?
I think he's in the Brighton area, but again, I think he does about 150 gigs a year. He's incredibly prolific.
Oh, so he's British, not American.
Oh no, he's British, absolutely,
right.
And he's got his own brand. And once you've heard him, you never forget him. And there's people coming from Sandwich and all over the place specifically to see him because he's such a big draw really all the time. He's brilliant.
Now I've got next one, $3 Shirt with Jason Manners.
Now $3 Shirt. Now they come from Reading, which is where I used to live. And Jason Manners is one of these really undiscovered guitar players that as soon as people hear him, they'll think, where the hell has he been over the years? He's got an amazing band with him, including a guy called Les Calvert, who was ex-Mungo Jerry bass player. So, again, more pedigree in that band. So the pedigree in each band is so much going on. But $3 Shirt really are worth watching, actually. I mean, I think someone said here from the Swanage Blues Festival, said Jason has exquisite and intimate style of playing guitar that is rarely heard nowadays, and that's so true. It's not a lot of distortion, it's all very clean, very BB kind of sounding. Absolutely beautiful.
And the next on my list I've got is Sam Brothers. Is that the Sam Brothers?
No, that's not the Sam Brothers. It's a young guy called Sam Brothers. Again, he's 23 years old, singer-songwriter from. Actually, he's based in Canterbury now. I'm not quite sure where we're originally from. But this guy I found a couple of years ago. I discovered him busking on the streets in Canterbury.
Really?
And he was so absolutely fantastic. I said, "You've got to do some gigs with me." So last year he did a couple of bits and bobs for me, supporting Lisa Mann actually last year here, and everyone has seen him, just thinks he's absolutely fabulous. He really is a guy. He's just got a new album out himself actually, so he's working really hard to promote that.
What sort of age is he?
He's 23.
Oh, right.
So, again, a young man. That's the other thing I'm really keen on is to introduce new people as well and get young acts in. So it's not... So, like last year, we had Salvation Jane and we had Northside last year, who was a superb act. We had Bad Influence last year, who was superb. But then we, as I say, we've had Salvation Jane in, which are young local bands. So it's really important for me to not just make sure, to not just, it's not just the kind of old and established acts, reasonably established acts. So we're trying to get some new stuff in as well.
And the last one I've got on my list, which is my nickname for my wife, Main Squeeze.
Now, this is where you may need to edit this, because Main Squeeze has been replaced now by the Midnight Crawlers.
Right.
Which basically is the same band. But unfortunately, due to other circumstances, Main Squeeze as the original band won't be performing. But basically, it's me, Andy. I played in both bands along with Brian Orwell. So it's basically the same act. But we got the incredible Alan Clark on harmonica in Midnight Crawlers, who's absolutely fantastic. He's played for absolutely everyone all over Kent, and he's a real local legend. So,
I'm glad you're getting involved. I'm glad you're involved. But also, listeners, I want you to know that Andy is not my main squeeze. No, that's fine, because I'm sure there may be people that have seen information and may think that the original lineup's still there. So
I mean, quite often, because the original lineup was announced earlier in the year. There's often the odd little change here, but certainly not to any of the big acts. It's just a Main Squeeze and Midnight Crawlers, and we're just kind of a localish kind of blues band, but again with a good, nice, ardent following. So it all attracts people, which is great news.
Now, I'm going to, in a minute, we're going to go over the fact that you can buy different types of tickets for different times of the day.
Yeah.
If there are people out there who've got specific artists they want to see, is there any running format where they can tell what time specific artists are on? Can they go on the internet for this? Or?
You can go on the internet. We've actually got a dedicated website, which is www.dayoftheblues.com, and that all runs into one, dayoftheblues.com. So you can go in there, and it's got a running order in there, information on all the bands, pictures and images and everything like that. Plus, you can see an archive of last year on there. But basically, the doors are opening at about 2:30. Sound Brothers, and these are rough timings because obviously things can change, but hopefully it should run to order. Sound Brothers will be on at about 3 o'clock. King Size Slim will be on about 3:40. Midnight Crawlers will be on about 4:30. $3 Shirt about 5:30. Katie Bradley and Chris Corcoran Trio about 6:45. Catfish just before 8 o'clock. Sharpies 9:15. Robin Beebe 10:35. And Lisa Mann about 9:55 to 11. They may slightly change during the day, but that's what we're trying to do.
That's fair enough. But also, I would think anyway, if you don't just come and see somebody you're a fan of, come and see the others and find out what you might be missing out on.
Yeah, I mean, when you buy your daily ticket, if you want to do it for the day, you'll get a wristband anyway, so you can come and go. So if
that's good.
So you want to go into Deal and have some great restaurants in Deal, great pubs. If you want to take an hour out and do that, then you're welcome to do that. But again, if you just want to come in the evening, you can just pay for an evening ticket, which is just £18.
Yeah, that's one to cover you. I will tell listeners in a minute the dates and the times, but if you can go through the tickets. So a standard ticket.
Well, standard day ticket is £30,
right?
But remember, you're getting 9 bands for that. You're getting 9 bands, you're getting a DJ in the middle, and there's a record fair there. There'll be food available as well on the day. That's not part of the £30 ticket. You've got to buy it out, but it's not expensive here, as you know. But that works out about, I don't know, £3.70 a band or something. Sure. So it's fantastic value.
And plus the fact, as you've already said, with your armband, you can go in and out as you please.
You can go in and out. But if you just want to come in the evening, so from 6 o'clock in the evening...
sorry,
go on.
That's all right. I would just, because I want to make sure everybody gets it. There's also, does this still apply an early bird ticket?
No, they've gone. They were up until the end of August. So they were
missed
early
that,
birds.
folks.
Yeah, unfortunately you've missed that. Oh, some people have got that, so that's good news.
Right. So 6 p.m.
Yeah, sorry. From 6 p.m. in the evening, you can get the evening-only tickets, which are £18, which again is fantastic value for the quality of music you're going to see for the night. But also, if we got a £10 ticket for under 16s.
Oh, that's
so
brilliant.
if you want to bring the family, it's not a lot of money to bring them in for the day and enjoy a fabulous festival in this great theatre.
Well, what I particularly like, Andy, is your enthusiasm about the whole thing. And to my mind, if people are enthusiastic about what the music they're bringing to the theatre, that sounds good for everybody, because and you've been through some of the great acts that are coming here, so it sounds like it's going to be a great day.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much indeed for having me.
And before you depart, I'll just tell people the details again. Pens and paper ready, folks. That's the Astor Theatre, the second annual Day of the Blues. That is Saturday, the 14th of October. Doors open at 1:30 p.m. and the show is at 2 p.m. The box office is 01304 370 220, and the box office is open Mondays to Saturdays 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock. If you want to go on the internet, it's www.theastor.org. And before I part, I'll just go through those tickets again. For the full day, the ticket is £30. From 6 p.m. onwards, it is £18, and for under 16s, it's £10.
That's it. You got it.
Great. So, folks, you heard it here first. You heard from Andy what's going to be on. Sounds like it's going to be a great day. So be there or be square, and thanks for listening.
Hang on, Richard. Before we go, I'd like to play another track by one of the artists that will be performing on that day. This is the wonderful Robin Bibby and In Too Deep.
Too deep. keep talking happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true?